Hello, and thank you so much for clicking this video. I promise I'm not going to waste your time. We are going to start the review immediately. So in my course of being a data analyst and also studying data analytics, I have used 5 courses. I have used Udemy, I have used YouTube, I have used 365 Financial Analyst, I have used Maven Analytics, and I've also used Coursera. So in this video, I'm going to be ranking them from my least favorite to my most favorite and where I got my most value for money, obviously apart from YouTube, because that is a free platform. Before I start, let me put up a disclaimer. All the courses that I'm going to be mentioning in this video do have a certificate. However, the certifications that all these platforms give, apart from YouTube, they do not guarantee you a job. I know a lot of us go online to look for courses that are guaranteeing us certifications, especially when we are beginners, because we think when we put that certification in our CV, it's just going to magically make a recruiter pick your CV over your counterparts. That is a lie unless you're doing certifications that are largely or globally recognized. Things like CFA, your degree, ACCAs, those are financial related, but certifications that generally hold water. So these courses that I'm going to review here do not boast of that. Instead, they say they are going to give you the skills. This is my own honest opinion. So my least favorite online platform is the Netflix of all tech courses, which is Udemy. The reason as to why I refer to it as that is it gives me the same vibe as Netflix. In this sense, can you find a great movie on Netflix? Yes, you can find a great movie on Netflix. Will it take you so much time to learn a great movie on Netflix? It will take you so much time. But will you find a great movie on Netflix if somebody recommends it? Yes. So does Udemy. There are so many courses on Udemy. So many, you could literally learn 206 Excel from Udemy. And I say that in the most sarcastic way possible. But I do have a love-hate relationship with Udemy because Udemy does come through for you when you need something specific. Very, very specific. Like say, for example, you have an interview in 2 weeks' time and you need a crash course that you can go and showcase your knowledge. Yeah, that's the one for you. Or you have a specific thing, very, very specific thing that you want to learn. Udemy is definitely the one for you. But if you're just starting out in your own journey and you're looking for accountability, a community to grow, Udemy is not going to be that, because once you buy your course, everybody on their own. My most favorite thing about Udemy, obviously, is that it has a lifetime access. What do you mean once I buy a course, I can always have it? Unlike all the other platforms that you have to pay a subscription every single month, once you buy a course on Udemy, you will always have access to that course. So when it comes to cons, my number one con and my fight with Udemy is that the quality is very inconsistent. It's a hit or a miss. There's never in between. You either get a good course or you don't get a good course. And that for me as a user, it really does waste my time when I'm trying to sieve through to get a quality course. But if you could get someone to recommend you a really great course, that will really save you your time and your money. Sometimes it can feel very shallow depending on the instructor that you get, because it's not all the times that you get to walk away with like job ready projects or skills or transferable skills that you can showcase to your prospective employers. Sometimes it's just that it's shallow. Other times you'll get a good instructor, they will mind blow you. Other times you'll just get an instructor and you'll be like, how did this course even make it to this platform? Who should be paying for Udemy? Definitely not you as a beginner. If you're starting your data analytics journey, I really suggest that you look at other platforms. But if you are advanced in your own journey and now you're looking for something specific and you know YouTube is not that, Udemy is going to be there. If you're trying to save money, obviously Udemy is going to be there for you. In summary, I'll say the pros for me is that it's very affordable. Those people are always running a discount. If I go there right now, I'm sure I'm going to find a good discount. They're always running a discount. So if you're on a budget and you want to learn, please go there. The con is there are so many courses over there and you're going to struggle to get a really, really, really great course. So those are my opinions on Udemy and why I would rank it my least favorite. Let's go to second last least favorite in my list. That is going to be YouTube. I know most of you will be shocked as to why I would put YouTube after Udemy. It's because in my opinion and in my experience, YouTube will offer you a lot more value if you are consistent and you have self-discipline. Please note that if you have self-discipline. If you're just not a disciplined person, you're not a hardworking person, definitely YouTube is not for you. For me, the reason as to why I stopped learning on YouTube, not really entirely stopping, because I still do peep here and there to see what they do have, is because I realize that I like structured learning so much. I want things to be organized in a way that I don't have to move from this creator to the next creator to go and look for material. YouTube is just too chaotic for me. Courses are everywhere unless you really do find people who have dedicated their lives, like Alex the Analyst. Unless you find Alex the Analyst, people like Alex the Analyst on YouTube who takes time to organize his courses on playlists and whatever, you're going to have a very hard time. The pros is that it is cheap. That is like the biggest pro. It is really cheap. It's accessible anywhere as long as you have the internet, and it's really, really cheap. You do not have to pay a dime to be on YouTube unless you want to upgrade your YouTube. Just like Udemy, YouTube does not also have quality assurance. That means that anybody and their cousin and their uncle can wake up today and do a course. It really tampers with quality unless also you follow channels that are worth your time, like Alex the Analyst for people who are doing data analytics. For me, the main con for me on YouTube is, as a beginner, it does not have a clear learning path. So there are people who attempt to give you learning paths on YouTube, but then they just give it to you theoretically. In their channel, there's no show or evidence of that learning path. So most of the times, if you want to make most out of YouTube, you have to go and get a roadmap elsewhere and then come and practice. You really have to be really careful about who you follow. In my own experience, YouTube for me has been very chaotic. It used to work for me at some point, but then at some point it just stops working. I cannot explain to you why. But at some point, you just want structured learning because now you're tired of getting this course from this side, getting the other course from that other side. But if you're starting out and you don't feel like you want to invest your money in any course, definitely YouTube is your best bet. When you don't know what you want to do, it's always a nice platform because it's always a nice platform because you're going to try out multiple things here and there. So with YouTube, we've all been there. You go there, you get a tutorial, it's working on their computer, it's not working on yours. You're wondering, I followed the same steps as you, but it's not working at mine. It works, it serves the purpose, especially when you're learning. When you don't know what to settle for, when you don't know where you really want to be, it's a really nice sampling. It's like the buffet. You sample everything that you want before you settle for the main meal. And that's what I used it for. I used it to understand the field in tech that I wanted to be in, get started in my journey, hear opinions of people. I go there to watch day in lives of like data analysts and whatever. But when it comes to now structured learning, it really fails in that. Verdict for YouTube is, if you're starting out, you're not willing to invest in anything, please go on YouTube. My third last one, which might come as a shocker, is Coursera. Coursera is like what can we call Coursera? Textbook. Coursera is like the textbook of text courses. It's very theoretical. It's so theoretical for me, in my own experience. But if you want to flex on people and say that you did this course from Wharton University and whatnot, Coursera is definitely your place to go. It needs a lot of patience because the theory is a lot. Sometimes as a user, I'm just there because I want the hands-on projects, but then I get there and it's just theory is the bigger part. So for me, that's my only problem with Coursera, really. It's so theory heavy more than hands-on projects, and sometimes I do want hands-on projects. But if you just want the theory to get started, you're not too pressured to be job ready, you want the certificates from all these multiple universities, definitely Coursera is a place that you should go. It has structure. I love that about it. It has structure. I told you I'm big on structured learning, so it definitely has structure and it has a lot of specialization. What would I recommend Coursera for? To be really honest, I would just recommend it for the data science course. If you are in data, obviously. If you're in other areas in tech, please find somebody who is well versed in your field and then take advice from them. But for me, I would recommend the data science. I did the data science one and it was really worth my time. The only problem, like I've mentioned, it's just that it has a lot of theory, and that is why it has come third on the list. Thank you. And also, you might notice that I'm not talking about the subscription fees in these videos. It is because for me, when I am going to get value, if I'm going to get value from something, I do not care about the price tag. I'm going to pay for it. I will pay for it if it's going to add something to my own journey. That's why this video is not too focused on whether it's cheap or not. We're not comparing prices in this video. So for Coursera, it's really great for credibility. I'm going to put it quote unquote. It's great for credibility because now you get to experience all these other universities. But then if you're looking for hands-on experience, it's not the best. Is Coursera good for beginner? Definitely. As a beginner, you need the fundamentals, so the theory is really good and you should be there learning that theory. But once you've advanced in your career, maybe you need projects now more. So just know all these platforms, basically it's just where are you in your career, what are you looking for? That is what should inform the choice of the platform that you're going to choose. The next is 365 Financial Analyst. I really do love this platform because it's a platform that knows its lanes. It's not promising you anything else apart from finance. So if you are in data, finance field, this is going to be a really great platform for you. And also, the last time I was there, I saw that they were also introducing a data science segment and also a finance segment. I have not tried their data science side of the platform, but I have tried their financial analyst side of the platforms. They know what they are doing. So it is tailored for financial professionals. I know it comes as a shocker because the name itself doesn't say that, right? As the name suggests, this is for financial professionals. You're going to learn real world cases from in there. You're going to learn Excel, Power BI. It has a very practical approach. I like their teaching styles and how they explain things to you. I don't want to say they dumb down the content so that you can understand, because that will be kind of offensive, but it is very beginner friendly. That one I can tell you for sure. It is beginner friendly. It is worth your money. They are also sometimes, occasionally, not all the times, but sometimes they do run discounts. You can go and check them out. It also has clear learning paths. Let's say, for example, you're coming from a non-financial background and you want to get into finance, but you don't know what you should be doing in finance. That should not worry you, because when you get into this platform, they are going to have clear learning paths. They're going to guide you. The way they've set up their platform is that it guides you. Once you do this, you're going to do this. Once from here, you're going to move from here. From here, you're going to move from there. So even if you do not know what finance is all about, they do a really great introductory course. They tell you every single thing. So in case you are interested in trying out the finance side of data, you should definitely check them out. Their con is it has a very limited scope, and I'll explain why. So let's say you wanted to do finance, but then you want to take it a notch higher and incorporate machine learning and SQL and all those things. It might feel very narrow to you, depending on where you are in your journey. It might feel very narrow, and it might feel very boxed and very limiting. Like I said, I've not also explored their 365 data science side. Maybe this is answered there. Another con would be, but also this is not really a con, because why would you go to financial 365 analysis to not learn about finance? A con also that most people might also encounter is that it's just restricted to finance. But then why would you go to a platform that is calling itself 365 Financial Analyst for you to complain about that? So this is a great platform for if you've decided that you want to niche down to finance. Definitely this would be the platform for you. But if you're just exploring and you don't know whether you want to be in marketing analytics or whether you want to be a HR analyst, this might not offer so much for you. But if you know in your heart that you want to be a data analyst in the area finance, this is definitely the platform for you. So the verdict is it's perfect if you want to niche down to financial analyst, but if you want to explore, if you're still in your exploring stage, it will not be the best for you. And then now to my most favorite platform of all times, definitely Maven Analytics. If you follow me on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, you know I rave about this platform a lot. If it's about Maven Analytics, please wake me up at 3 a.m. in the morning. I will be up. So I really do like this platform. The reason as to why I like this platform, number one, is transparency and honesty. Every time you sign up for a Maven Analytics course, on the first class, they normally set the expectation for the course. What this means is they let you know that if this is a beginner friendly course, or it's a beginner intermediate course, or it's an expert course, so that you do not even proceed. You go on the platforms and you look for a course that suits where you are at in your journey. This is a gym studio of all data courses, because here now you get hands-on experiences. You get to try a lot of projects that you can also replicate in your daily lives and in your daily journey, and also put that in your portfolio. And I like them also because they explain the why. They don't just give you knowledge, they tell you why you're doing that and when you should also be doing that. If you ever decide to go to Maven Analytics, one class that I highly recommend, I know that right now I think it's free now, I'm not so sure, Thinking Like an Analyst. That is a very game-changing course. You get to learn how to think like an analyst. Now there's no good without the bad, because they have to coexist. I do have my cons of these platforms also. They're not universal. It's just me as a user, and as to why Maven Analytics is not going to be seeing my card anytime soon right now, because I know the area that I want to focus in data, which is like finance. I don't get much value there as a financial analyst. I have only done one course there, which was financial centric. I really loved it, but there is no more options for me. If something could be improved in these learning platforms, not even just Maven Analytics, just like generally all the learning platforms, is can we please get more messy data? What is the obsession with learning platforms and giving us clean data every single time, or just data that you need to tweak a little bit of things here, first name, last name, a date format, a currency format? No, in real life you're going to get very messy data. You're going to look at it and feel like coming back 3 weeks later or never. So yeah, they should give us more messy data, but Maven Analytics would highly highly recommend. They have everything. You have support. You can literally tag the owner of the platform on LinkedIn, and he would actually respond to you. You get value for your money, get good projects that you can showcase during the interview. Take it from me, I have showcased one of my projects that I did there on an interview, and it was really, really great. Positive feedback. So just to recap, from my least favorite to my most favorite, Udemy. Please go to Udemy if you want quick fixes or crash courses. They will really, really save you a lot. YouTube, if you have discipline, you're on a budget, you do not want to spend money on any platforms. Coursera is really good for beginners. For me, it's too theory heavy, and I may not like that at this very moment. But if you're just starting out on your journey and you are looking to understand concepts much better, build fundamentals, definitely Coursera is the one for you. 365 Financial Analysts, these are people who stay in their lane, they know what to do and they know what they're doing. If you have already decided that you want to be a data analyst in finance, this is definitely the platform that should be getting all your money. And my utmost favorite, Maven Analytics, if you are a data analyst at any level, could be beginner, intermediate. I am not going to speak about the experts. This is such a great platform for you. There's feedback. You're going to try real projects. You're going to be in a classroom. All these courses I have done, I have loved. So it is up to you to be a responsible person and weigh your own journey, where you are at, whether you are a beginner, an intermediate, or an expert level, and what you're looking for in your own data journey, and then decide which platform you are going to focus on. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video and getting up to this point. If you do have a specific question on either of these platforms that I have mentioned, please leave it in the comment section and I will get back to you. If also you have tried other online platforms and you would want to recommend them to people, please also leave the courses that you've done on the comment section and save other people Google hours. Thank you. See you in my next one.